What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, my new rebranded channel. This is NQ Scalper Mom, and I am back at you for another recap for Wednesday, July the 23rd, 2025. All right, here we go. So, basically today, I was early in the market, ready to trade for the New York session. And let's just go over this real quick. As you know, I trade pullbacks. Basically, Bob Anderson is the one who pretty much solidified that for me, the pullback strategy, and just showed me, even though I saw it before a little bit, there are other people who do it as well. He really kind of solidified it for me as a workable strategy that resonated with my eyes. So I've definitely tweaked it to my own style. But basically, I like to take pullbacks after an impulse move, and then a pullback to a significant moving average, or even the VWAP, or even a level. So one of his major pullback strategies was to the 9 exponential moving average. So he called it the 1 minute gold line trade. So let's just look at the chart. Here is the open right here at 8:30 my time. I'm in Central Time. So anyway, we had this huge impulse move down, just huge impulse move down, and we didn't sweep the lows that were already there, the pre-market lows, but still quite a big move down. And then we kind of stair step back up to the 9 EMA, which is this gold line right here. So, you know, I saw this trade and I hesitated on it. I didn't take it because we were just so close to the open. This was at 36 after. So this was just 6 minutes after the opening bell. I didn't take it, but this would have been the trade to take. This definitely would have been the trade to take. Definitely would have made a 2R. So that would have been great. But anyway, I did mark it. I'll even mark it on my TradeZella as a missed trade for me. So I just wanted to share that with you all because it is a very simple trade that is a moneymaker. It definitely can be a moneymaker. So here I go. All right, we come back up, bounce off. It was a great trade. This time it looks like we did sweep the low, the pre-market low or London low. Okay, so now we go back up. This time we go back up into the 20 moving average. So that is another moving average that I take. So I did take this trade here, and I only can use 2 micros per the guidance of my coach. So I exit 1 micro at 1R, and then this would have been 2R for my second micro. Now once I take my 1R for my first target, then I do move my stop back to break even. So that's what I did here. Price did move down to my first target, which was 1R, so I did get that, and then I moved my stop back to break even, and that's when I was taken out. We almost made it to my second target, which would have been 2R, but we didn't quite make it, and so I got taken out at break even. So I had a small profit there. So but let's see, I continued on because price continued on following the 9, following the 20, just continued to move down. Now unfortunately, this probably would have been the better pullback into the 9. That would have been a much better signal bar for me and pullback. Okay, but instead I missed this and I kept going to this. This is a really bad signal bar, is what I'm finding out. First of all, we have some consolidation here. It really, you really only have like one bar of pullback. It doesn't really look like much of a pullback, and the bar is more like a doji. So that, that just wasn't the best setup. I wouldn't consider it a jump in because I was definitely trying to take my pullback into the 9 EMA. But anyway, I did enter here on the next bar, but unfortunately it didn't even get to my first target, and then boom, went back against me going into the 20 moving average. So those were my trades. That's what I did. So I am just going to, while I have this up, I'm going to go ahead and use the snipping tool. If y'all are familiar with that, well, let's see. Can I use the snipping tool right now? Actually, I cannot use the snipping tool right now. Can't use it right now. I'll have to do that later. But just to let you know, I will attach this picture a little bit later to my TradeZella. Let's do right. All right. So, just going to move this out of the way. Bring my TradeZella down. All right, so this is pretty much what I was looking at for today. I like to switch this around. So as you can see, my first trade was a win. I only went to one R, and then I got taken out at break even. So the important thing about TradeZella is it allows you to mark up your trades, mark up your playbooks. It allows you to account for your mistakes and just keep track of what you're actually doing before you forget. It keeps you from just going into the market and saying, oh, it was a great day, it was a bad day, but you really don't have that recollection of exactly what you did. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the first trade, and you see TradeZella has the picture there, which is great. Has exactly what I did. But importantly, I need to tag everything. Tagging everything in TradeZella is what's most important. So these are the things that I tag right now, which are my playbooks. So my first trade was off the 20. And I'm trying to think, did I have any mistakes on that trade? I don't think I had any mistakes, so that's good. So that's just a simple tag. Don't have any mistakes. And then for my playbook, I'm going to add the playbook, which I call that trade George Pullback. And yes, I did follow my entry criteria. Impulse move above or below the 20 period moving average, pull back to 20. I had to pull back to the 20 period moving average and got in the trade. So so that was that. And I will mark it as reviewed. Okay, so that's done. Now I can go back to my trades and do the same thing for the second trade, which was a loss. So I just click on this one and I do the same thing. So this one was again a pullback into the goal line, which was the 9 moving average. So I'm just going to go ahead and tag that. And that's called the 1 minute goal line. It's a Bob Anderson trade. So mistake on this one, maybe, you know what, I may add a new category. Let's try to add a new category called setup quality. I don't know if this will work or not, but I'm just going to try it. Setup quality, because it's not really a mistake, but you know what? I could put it under mistake. You know what? Maybe I'll just put it under mistake. Add a new mistake called inferior signal bar. Okay. So I'm going to put that under mistake as inferior signal bar, because this is the one where the signal bar was not that good. All right, and then on the playbook, same thing. This was the non-EMA bounce. All right, so I think I followed the entry criteria. I had a defined setup. It's just that it just wasn't the best setup. I think by that time, I think I really had too much consolidation, really a pullback to this. This moving average would have been better. This was my signal bar here, which was really a doji. So I just don't think that was a good signal bar. Had I pulled back to the 20 here, that would have, these are things that I'm learning and that I have to pay attention to. And this is why journaling your trades is so important. All right, so anyhow, I followed my rules, did all of that. So now I'm going to go back to my TradeZilla and see, I did mark that as reviewed. And I am going to go to my notebook or my daily journal. Yeah, I can go to my daily journal, view my day. And this is where I'm going to just give myself this daily report card that I am going to send to my coach. So these are the main things that he's working with me on, just to really get my discipline straight and having me to detach from the market. So traded only one account, check. Traded only 2 micros per trade, check. Followed my entry criteria for defined setups only, check. Followed my exit criteria, check. Only 2 trades allowed per day and done, check. All right, so I did it. So let's see what these reflections are today. What I learned / improved upon today. Okay, so today I think this is what I learned. Honestly, I kind of feel that taking that second trade today was kind of a mental stretch for me. Like, I felt that I could have been done after the first trade, but I feel like I just kind of forced a second trade. So I think today I learned that it's okay to stop after the first trade. Today, my first trade was a win, and I would have been okay stopping with that. I think that I rushed into the second trade. I need to make sure I am exhibiting patience between trades and not rush. Patience between trades to see if the next setup is worthy, I'll say is trade worthy, or if I'm simply rushing or forcing an inferior trade. All right, so that's what I learned, and that's what I'll improve on. So, okay, so I guess this is what I learned, improved upon. So actually, I'm going to take this cut and I'm going to put that here because this is what I need to work on going forward. So what I've actually improved upon and learned is I think I did well at managing my trade. I'll just say today I did well with managing my trades per my plan. I had the proper automated strategy in place to position targets properly, and I properly moved my stop to break even as appropriate. I'll just put as appropriate because it didn't happen for both trades. Okay, so the easiest money trade of the day was definitely, I'll say, the 920 MA bounces. All right, overall, I think I did great following the rules. I took 2 trades per the plan. My entries, exits were correct. All right, so, and now I'm done for the day. So that's pretty much it. I know it seems simple, but these really are the things that are key for me to work on. Just kind of doing really simple things and being finished. Taking base hits and being finished. For instance, had I stopped with that first trade, that would have been a base hit and being finished. Especially since the second trade, I'm bringing it up again, especially since the second trade was clearly just not the best. I mean, you can tell the market had kind of gone flat into consolidation. You really just didn't have that impulse move down, back up, boom, so you can expect another drop. It was just sort of me like forcing a little bit. Like even with my first trade, you kind of still had an impulse move down, and then you stair step back up, and then you got a little drop. I didn't make it to 2R, but it's still, you got something. Here you had a little bit of an impulse move down. You did have a lower low, but this is not, remember, this is not the one I took. But really, I mean, do I really have a stair step up here? I mean, this is just really flat. So those are the things that now I can pay more attention to, and I just have to remember that when I'm in a fast moving market and I'm hunting. So maybe I need to slow down on the hunt. Anyhow, that is pretty much it for me today. I'm done with my trading, done with everything. So now I can do some other things, and I guess that's the whole point of what I need to do. Hope your day is going well. I hope you all got through the hump day of trading, and I will catch you on the next video. Thank you for tuning in.